What's up everyone? GameDad here, and I'm coming at you with a little bit of a different video today because it's New Year's Eve. We are about to, kiss 2021 goodbye and dive right into 2022. Fingers crossed that, it's a better year. But what I wanted to do was kind of give New Year's resolution, and not, regular New Year's resolution that you always inevitably fail, but a gaming New Year's resolution. As you can see, I get a lot of games and have a lot of consoles, if you've seen the room tour, stuff like that. And I do play a lot of games, but not as many as I would like. So I wanted to give myself kind of some hard and fast rules for 2022. That way I can enjoy my collection a little more. And in addition to that, I hit up a few of my friends. That way you all could see what some of their New Year's gaming resolutions are as well. But first, if you are new to the channel or you just haven't yet, please be sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons, as well as that little notification bell so that you get an alert every time I got a new video coming out. Alright, so first up, as I mentioned, I've got a huge collection now. I have thousands of games, and I have dozens and dozens of consoles, but the issue is I don't ever have time to play all of them. So one of my gaming resolutions for 2022 is to actually sit down, look at my backlog, and pick, 2 or 3 games and make sure I go back and I play those and I finish those in 2022. Now, one of the games that I actually want to be able to play and finish in 2022 is actually a franchise of games, and they have fairly short stories in terms of, RPGs are 50 plus hours, things like that. These games aren't like that. So I want to do the whole franchise. And I've only ever played the very first game in the franchise and had a blast, but I've never made the time to go through and play the rest of it. And that's the Gears franchise. So, this is the Gears of War 4 that comes with the first 3 games, I believe it is. And then it also comes with Gears of War 4. And I know they have Gears 5 and everything. So I want to play through Gears of War 2, 3, 4, and 5 and finish this franchise because everyone has always said how amazing it is, and I want to experience that. So that's one of them right there. Another one, I never played it when it came out on the Wii. I've started playing it on Switch, but it's kind of been set to the side just because I've been playing other games. But that is Zelda Skyward Sword. Now, this is the HD one for the Switch, and I've been having fun with it, but I need to get back to it, and I want to finish it in 2022. And the last one, I had gotten it for PS4, never ended up playing it. It got backburnered, and then I went ahead and picked up the PS5 copy because it came with the extra stuff, and that is Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade. Intergrade? Yeah, Intergrade. So this I also want to play. I've heard it's amazing, and I'm sure it won't be long until more of, the Final Fantasy VII Remake series comes out. Now, are those the only games I'm going to play and finish in 2022? No. But those games are on my back burner, and they've been in my backlog of games to play for ages now, and I just want to get them done. I want to play them, I want to experience them, and that is one of my gaming resolutions for the new year, is to check those off my backlog and play those games. And speaking of playing more games, here's one of my buddies, Jay over at Square Pegs.
Happy New Year, everyone. What's going on? I am Jay, my channel is Square Pegs, and when Chris asked me what my gaming resolution was for 2022, I was a little curious because my resolutions are always kind of all over the map. See, my brain fires in a lot of different directions all at the same time, and I have a hard time kind of focusing in on one thing, and I realized that's kind of what the resolution needs to be, right? I need to focus on one thing I'm going to collect, and I think what I'm going to be collecting in 2022 is I'm going to stick to the Sega Genesis. In the 16-bit era, the Genesis was my favorite console, and over the last year, I've kind of amassed a bunch of games for it. Either through my subscription to Video Games Monthly or through other means, I was able to build that collection back up again into something that I'm excited about. So collecting for the Sega Genesis, not necessarily complete a box, just getting games for it, that is going to be my resolution for 2022, a focus on the Sega Genesis.
Thank you so much for that, Jay. That is an excellent resolution to have. And the Sega Genesis, I mean, what an amazing platform. So being able to focus in and collect on that, that's super cool. And that actually brings me into what my next resolution is, which is also focusing more on what I'm getting for the collection. Now, I've mentioned it in a previous couple of videos that I am very close to finishing the North American set for the N64, and I'm actually only one game away from finishing the North American set of the Virtual Boy. Granted, neither of those are large sets compared to other, gaming platforms, but they're two that I've had a lot of fun collecting for, and that is going to be my main focus in 2022. is not get so much for all kinds of different platforms, but really hone it in and finish off those collections, especially because if I'm not spending all the money elsewhere, that means I'll have the money to get those last few super pricey games that are on those platforms. And those are pricey, so I'm definitely going to be doing some mod work and things like that to help fund that. But now let's check out what my buddy Mnemonic Tutor has for his gaming resolution for 2022.
GameDad asked me to make a video about my New Year's resolution for 2022. I only have one resolution: to play more Raspberry Pi.
Okay. More Raspberry Pi. Good on you, Mnemonic. Nice mask. Let's see what Immortal John Hancock has to say.
The Immortal John Hancock here, and I have a few gaming resolutions I would like to accomplish for this upcoming year. You know, I'm a very, very busy man. You know, I'm definitely working about 60 plus hours a week. So finding that downtime to appreciate and just game. You know, for me, I want to definitely focus and have more of that this next upcoming year. You know, last couple days I've been having some downtime over the holidays, and I really just feel replenished just gaming, not recording, not doing a video, just gaming, and it has been fantastic. And I definitely need that downtime to recharge and just appreciate what I have. I think the other big thing too is just being conscious of purchases and just being more balanced. You know, asking myself, you know what, there's always going to be a collector's edition or a new shiny object. And so sometimes that's hard, especially for a collector such as myself, of do I really need that? You know, I definitely have climbed any mountain I've wanted with my game collection, and really focusing moving forward on being more selective on collectibles, as it takes up space, and space is a premium these days. So those are my two big ones that I want to focus on for this next year.
And those are a couple of excellent resolutions, John, and I really hope you're able to find that downtime. And that actually brings me into my final resolution for 2022, and it's very similar. It's, you know, finding that time to actually just sit and relax and play some games. I mean, you know, like you said, you're a busy guy. I'm a busy guy as well. You know, I have a full-time day job, and then I also run my studio, which is another like full-time plus job. And I've got 3 kids now, so, you know, life is definitely chaotic and busy, but, you know, I wouldn't change a thing about it other than add a little bit of extra time for that downtime. You know, this has been the whole holiday break and everything from my day job, so it's been nice to sit back and recharge and play a bunch of games and stuff like that. But at the same time, I don't want it to get to the point where I don't play anything for 2 months and then I sit there and binge for a week. I would rather it's like, you know, I'm going to go play games for 45 minutes, or on the weekends, you know, I want to play games with my kids. My 2 older kids are starting to get to the age where they're enjoying gaming more, so I'd love to be able to play more games with them. You know, I am game dad, and I haven't been able to do a lot of gaming dad things with them yet. So it would be fantastic to carve out that gaming time, especially so I can play with my girls. Now, I want to give a huge thank you to all my friends that contributed to this video. Thank you, Mnemonic Tutor. Thank you, Jay, over at Square Pegs. And thank you, Immortal John Hancock. It was awesome to hear what all of your resolutions were. And it was really fun to make this video and just kind of, you know, give a concrete way of saying, this is what we're planning for 2022, and if we're ever kind of like feeling ourselves waver from it, you know, we can just watch this clip again or watch the video again. It's like, you know what? I said I was going to do this in 2022, and I'm going to stick with it. And if any of you are interested in checking out their channels, I will have everything linked down below. And while you're down there, please sure to leave a comment. Let us know what you thought about today's video. And also be sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons, as well as that little notification bell, so that you can alert every time I've got a new video coming out. Now, as always, I'm GameDad. I thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you later.